Nydus with a great 2-on-1 earlier from Rival Gaming. It is MLT.
Yeah, and I'm not even trying to be biased for Pinecone. He is our sponsor, so I love the man, but MLT has put on some insane games today. The dude's bio is pretty impressive as all hell, dude. We saw him just straight walk with a normal 2-on-1, so, I mean, that pretty much screams that he knows what he's doing to a certain extent, so. And I think he did that without mines, too. Like, that, he's a very good player, so. I'm very excited to see how this goes. I think Pinecone's won it in the past. Has MLT won? Or has he just done deep runs?
No, he's made the finals, but
Okay.
I don't think he's won. Here, I can actually go to... by the way, this is kind of a fun fact, too. If you guys go to the Nydus.com, you can check out all the weekly winners from past weeks. It's funny, the Solemn Rain in here is actually a past winner. Jesus. What week was it that MLT was in? Let's go to the tape, guys. You go ahead and cast. I'm going to find out the facts.
All right, you go ahead and link that when you're done so you can sell out the website that Giggle made to the Nydus.com. But either way, man, we're off to a pretty standard game in the grand scheme of things. A Reaper Expand coming down from the Terran. It's not standard from the Zerg, though, as he goes for an immediate third pull. Holy shit. Pinecone sometimes tends to be greedy, but this is probably the earliest third I've ever seen out of dude, man.
Yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Still no gas, so yeah, this is a bit unusual, or at least that I've seen. So.
By the way, fun fact: the very last Platinum Diamond that we had, week 21 or what 22, whatever it was.
Yeah.
MLT was in the finals.
Nice. Who won it?
No, he did not win. It was Morrissey who won, but it was Morrissey versus MLT.
Damn. So our last finalist versus a previous winner. This should be some pretty fun shit. But it's not a best of 5. It's only a best of 3.
Yep.
That's all good though.
Indeed,
Not the end of the world.
I'm rooting for the dude that didn't beat me.
That's fair. Yeah, like no one. I don't think anyone judges that decision, dude. As long as you don't actually hate him, and it's just for tonight. Like, it's like, no, I hate the guy. I never want to see him ever again. No, I'm just kidding. You made a mortal enemy, dude. All right, so attacking the larva here.
Yeah, that was, it was a good idea when you could spam Reaper grenades like crazy, but now it's not so easy to kill larva anymore with just those nades.
That's all right. I'm glad. Good. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not alright. What the hell, man?
So I think he's gonna get away with this early third, man. Like, I dare say he did it, man. Like, that's pretty fucking huge when you can drop a third that early. I don't know though, because this 2-on-1 might have something to say about that, but I mean, as of now, it's doing all right.
Ooh, gets that
Even
creep
getting the
tumor.
Reaper.
Unfortunately, he loses the Reaper though, so that sucks.
Yeah.
That's.
All right, so the starport is down for MLT, and Pinecone is just still working on economy, man. Getting that third up and saturated. But yeah, this is pretty nice here from both players. I think with enough queens, he should be able to hold this drop, but he needs to be mindful of it coming in because he went heavy on the drones here.
Yeah. Man, I'm just like mesmerized by the spawning pool right now.
It's been a long night, Giggle. Hang in
Watching
there,
it jiggle,
man. One
dude.
more series.
I know.
One more series.
I know. No, like I'm thinking about it. Like, why is the spawning pool the thing that like builds lings? What do they just like come out of like the muck? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's how it works when you're Zerg, dude. You descend into a pool of nastiness and come out a god, dude. Didn't you play the campaign? You didn't play the campaign. Everyone fucking laugh at Giggle. No, I'm kidding, dude. But no.
Oh man, I could light your ass up so hard right now, dude. Like. Well, okay, at least I played in Wings of Liberty and Hots, dude. This motherfucker came on in Legacy of the Void, guys.
No, but there's something about like pools and I don't know. I don't want to ruin the story for you in case you ever go back and play.
No, I won't. No, you can ruin it. Tell me, because I'm actually curious.
Everesting711, thank you for the follow. It was all just a juke to get you to look away from your monitor. All right,
but now I'm like curious. Like, what is the science behind it? They actually like go in there and come out?
No, I don't know. It was like part of Kerrigan's process to transform into the ultimate fucking badass. That she came into a pool and you had to like fight off a bunch of shit while she was morphing, and then she came out of it all like I don't know. Like I'm probably butchering it. I'm probably pissing off a lot of nerds for ruining the story, but I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to explain. Alright, so I think he should be able to hold this. He has a shitload of lings, but there's still no speed. He was so late getting on the gas. Okay, here it goes. It'll just now finish up. But the one thing I really like from Pinecone over here is the fact that this creep spread, man. Like, it's damn near out to his 4th. He popped over the rocks, and he should be able to connect those up pretty well.
Yeah, it was something that he had that was really strong in the game that he played against me too, and I made sure to comment on it. I said, "Hey man, that's really crazy. Like it's hard to fight against." And he's like, "Yeah, it's something I've been working on." So I do know that it is something that he has actively been practicing on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it definitely is paying off, man. Because look at it, it's huge.
Yeah. Super Dude says I am going to hold a grudge versus Pinecone for the rest of my days. Damn, man. Let me know how that works out for you.
Oh no,
oh,
MLT!
shit. Unfortunately, yeah, all of the bio gets completely surrounded here.
Does pick up and get out, but he does lose almost a full medevac full of units, so the bummer there, man.
Yeah, and definitely not the damage you look for, but look at that creep spread, dude. That's pretty ridiculous, man. You can tell that he's been trying to hammer it home. He should have the Banes to pop this, but none of them are morphed just yet either, so it's really on to MLT to just kind of hold on here. He does have his third base, though, to just finish up, so not all is lost or whatever.
Yeah, as you were saying, it would be kind of nice if he had some like a Baneling nest right now, because he could just flip those and then go crash them in. Oh wow, these Lings are playing with fire, dude.
All right, he's gonna get this around again, and this is twice now where MLT has just found himself in a bit of an unfavorable position, and now Pinecone gets to come down and shut down the third from landing too. So that's pretty significant. Oh no,
yep,
he's gonna land
forcing
anyway.
MLT to pick up and move back. He has to get behind his wall here, but he needs to protect his third. So
yeah. Got just a bit of unfortunate position there. The 2-on-1 kind of didn't find any damage, and now he's having a hard time even trying to macro out of it. Maybe some mines right here would be extremely good or something, but not, nothing cranking out of the factory. So.
Yeah. Just delaying this third is huge, man. He's gonna get around these Marines too, just forcing MLT to pick up, move out, pick up, move out. Does he have a Baneling nest yet, man? You need.
I swear I thought I saw it come down. Yeah, but I don't think so.
The game!
No Banelings just yet. Damn.
You messed up the story, dude.
I messed up the story. Damn it.
You don't
all
even
right,
play
all right.
campaign, dog.
Yeah, see, I'm over here talking shit about you, and I don't even know it myself. I do like this from MLT, though. Mine's being made 2 at a time. Medevac being made 2 at a time, too. So he is trying to work out of this. He also has those upgrades that are up and rolling, too. So
that is pretty nice, man.
If you want an in-depth story of Kerrigan's demise, then message me. There you go, guys. We found our lore buff. He should be able to set you straight, and I'm sorry for making us all stupider having listened to my story.
I love how we, like, tonight at least, have had a guy for everything. Like,
yeah,
you need a practice partner, we got a guy.
You
need a friend, we got a guy. You want to learn about Kerrigan lore, we got a guy. Like,
seriously, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for carrying us from chat. But no, Pinecone's got that 4th up and rolling on the gold. Is there not a Baneling nest, dude? I'm about to...
No, yeah, it's really bothering me.
Like,
really bothering me.
Straight triggered at this point by now. He's still just going for the Roach Ravager, too, so...
Like, it's literally just like, you could probably have no, like, this is a big Roach Ling force, but just like, why not get it? Why not just get it just in case, dude? Like...
Yeah, so he's actually going to take the fight without it. He has the Roach Ravagers that are going to be able to deal with this bio, too. He's trying to get the reach around here on these Lings. Oh, the bios just missed the medevac. MLT's trying to bait him back into these mines. Looks like he might do it, but unfortunately it's the Roaches and not the Lings. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, gets their shots off before they die, so at least they get those, but...
Yeah, mini Lings died that day, dude.
Mayo with tomato.
There's still too much, though. And now MLT's forced to pull back.
For sure, man. He's going to have to regroup with what bio he has. It's starting to get, into a decent number here.
Oh, the bios! Okay. Woo. Man. But the good thing, though, is that he's got that 3rd up and rolling. In the economy, he's only down 3 workers, so I don't think that 4th has been really taken into effect just yet on that, so that might spiral out of control. But as of now, he's definitely hanging in there very, very well.
Yep.
What do you think, like a tank or like tanks or something? Anything really to help out, but...
Yep, tanks could definitely help. It's kind of hard, you got to make sure that they're always spread out. You don't want to take biles or anything like that, but yeah, tanks definitely would be the answer here. Because we do see a fat round of Ravagers coming in. This could be a moment for MLT to try and come in here and put some pressure on, because half of the army of Pinecone is actually...
Holy shit, that's a lot of Ravagers. I wish he had the skin, because they look so much cooler skinned up.
Yeah, that's a good game. No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah, no,
I mean, that is a lot of Ravagers here. MLT being bold, thinking, hey, man, the only thing I can do is really go and attack.
This is what you do, though, because the Roach Rav is so immobile. This is almost what you have to do. Anything to keep that shit from going across the map into your base, I think is what you have to do here. But he really needs to dodge some files.
I think he would have been better served going into the main as he is now, because as you said, they're so fucking immobile, dude. They have to walk her all the way around.
Yeah. No, he's making the correct decisions. 100%. This is what you have to do. Keep all that shit away from bioing your base and just try to build as many tanks as you can. We kind of called it that that's what he needed in order to take this, and he has 3 of them coming out at a time right now. So if he could just slow Pinecone's roll a little bit, he should be all right. Bradford Oddfellow, thank you very much for the follow, man. These Lings coming in here trying to work down this bio, getting cleaned up, but the real story is across the map. He lost his 4th.
Yeah, 4th went down, dude. He's going to come up here. He's going to take out these small packs. Oh, I think he actually could have committed to that. But wants to be careful, doesn't know exactly what's up there now. He's got to regroup his units. If he can just hold on here, that was the 5th base from Pinecone, though. So let's keep it real. Like, I mean, he's not exactly hurting for bases, but... Yeah. Oh, these bios. Oh!
I know. I keep waiting for him to come in, dude. He could do a straight line with rapid fire and just draw a smiley face at this point, but...
Yeah. I think I've been the ONB being that guy tonight. I have build orders, friend requests, and this is the guy.
Push into these tanks. 3 of them get picked off rather convincingly because of all these bios. He tries to pull his boys and get them repaired, but they just fall too quick. 10 workers getting down. There's way too many bios. Holy shit. That was just too many, man. 14 workers went down during that aggression, and he's even going to start working on these barracks as well.
This is actually something that I want to mention to you and like all kind of Zerg players. Is like, this is where people say, hey, Roach Ravager seems to be working. Like, it's mostly off the back of Ravagers, you know what I'm saying? Like, Roaches in this situation do not take these fights well. Like,
yeah. Spook, I got you after this game, man. That'll be the next transition because I love you. Welcome to the channel. But Pinecone is looking to be in a very strong position here. He just took down 40 workers. And he has so many bios that a wall just becomes negligible at this point. There's no way that shit's going to last more than 1 round of rapid-fire bios. So he gets to march in. What do you do if you're MLT? Pick up and move across the map, or do you just try to fight this?
There's nothing. There's stuff you can do to try and do damage, but there's nothing that you can do to like fight this army. You know, you can drop and try and be anywhere this army isn't, but eventually Pinecone's gonna get tired of his shit, and he's gonna come up and he's gonna bile your ramp. He's gonna bile these tanks. I mean, it's just gonna be raining biles down. This base is likely to die.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be able to get out of there fast enough.
All right, so the biles come down on the CC. They almost get... Oh, they set it on fire. There are way too many biles up in here, man. The one thing that MLT has going for him, though, is all these tanks up here on the high ground. So all is not lost. He can definitely hang up there and try to bait those out, but a couple of bios will knock all those out, man. What a game.
Yep, absolutely, man.
The supply, though, 196 to 108.
Yep. Pinecone is just not letting off gas. MLT doesn't want to give up, though, man. There's no reason to. You got these tanks, decent positioning. You got that 4th as a planetary there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that planetary 4th has been a saving grace here, man. That's huge. At least keeping his economy up and rolling. But those were those bios I was kind of talking about. Pinecone is playing very patient, though, and not choking or attacking up into that choke, so...
Yep, absolutely, man. He's been king of the patience tonight, just making sure he's got, you know, the Ravagers that he needs, the Lings that he needs, and MLT, he's you know, forced to come out here now, and he's going to have to take an engage.
Yep, Eon SC2 nailed it. Biles everywhere, man. There's no other way to describe this. As we say that, the biles come down all over the medevacs, all over the tanks. Even get a little bit of the bio for their trouble, but that was a weird, like, choke, and he was choking off a lot of those Ravagers in the back. So I feel like he lost a lot more units than he necessarily needed to right there, but the supply still tells the story. 156 to 84 or whatever.
And he's going to be able to remax, too.
Yeah.
I mean, MLT's going to be able to build a lot of Marines, but, you know, as much as the meme is, Marines cannot get you through an entire game. He's going to need tanks, medevacs, something to supplement it, and he just doesn't have the gas to make it work, you know? Like...
He's held on monstrously, though. Like, I'm not trying to speak ill of him by any means. He was just down 100 supplies, so he was fighting an uphill battle. But the fact that he was even able to hang on right there shows how good of a player he is.
Yeah, he's made a huge fan. I mean, I liked him. I remember the series between him and Morsi, those 2-on-1s that we were watching tonight, the Infestor?
Yeah, it almost got picked off, turned around, and had a fungal. So
he's like, hey, I should probably do my job. Forgot about that. I'm supposed to fungal.
It's like, wait, I feel like I could do something to stop this advancement. Oh yeah. All right, so MLT is pretty much figured out that he really needs to stop his economy from being damaged. So this gold base is extremely vital, as well as this third back here. Little does he know that Pinecone is sitting on 2,000 gas, though. So, as you said, Pinecone can pretty much lose this shit and just remax. If he could get some, or no, sorry, that's his minerals, not his gas. But you know what I mean. His bank is just
I got you.
I said it backwards.
I got you. Called yourself out there.
Yeah.
I was gonna let it
Right,
slide.
man. I deserve to give you guys the facts, man.
Alrighty, dude. So,
MLT
kind of chilling on creep right now. Dangerous spot to be. I know he's trying to clean that up, but still, dangerous spot to be.
Yep. The fungal potential here is devastating. Fungal Bio combo is going to be juicy here.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, whiffs the fungal, but nabs 2 other fungals, and that will be all she wrote as Terran is just getting cleaned up. Absolute nightmare. It's like my stream, guys.
Yeah, no, this is like the exact opposite of how my ZVCs go. But Pinecone on the back of some really, really nice fungal bio combos is starting to break MLT. 55 to 65 supply. GG is called. Pinecone will take game number 1.
All right, guys, possible match point and tournament point here, as we are doing just a best of 3. This was player recommended, or player asked, requested, whatever you want to call it, you know. So usually this is a best of 5.
Sequencer.
I love this map. I don't love the map, but I love the look of the map.
The tile set, or whatever the hell they call it.
The tile set.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, isn't that
no,
what
that's
they
what
call
it's called.
it? Yeah,
You're right.
like,
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Making fun of me.
Makes it sound like a nerdy ass game.
Yeah.
Like, you're using the wrong tile. Like, shut up, dude.
This tile set is visually pleasing to me. All right, so
Shut
MLT needs just a second.
What's up?
MLT needs just a second.
Don't we all?
So what do you switch up there if you're MLT?
I don't think you do. We've seen him
it.
in every TVZ tonight go 2-1-1. That's where you feel comfortable. That's where we found him do a lot of damage. The dude's micro is really good. His macro's solid behind it. So I say you just stick to the game plan.
Don't get unraveled.
Maybe scout a little bit quicker and see exactly whether Pinecone's going roaches or if he's going to go Lingbane Muta. Because then that'll help, you know, do you go tank or do you go Widowmine?
Yeah.
But I think you stick to the game plan, dude. It's been working. Got you here.
Yeah, and Pinecone just kind of, that third base was up and running for way too long there. It just kind of spiraled out of control. So that was a very smart move from him too. Like, not only doing that, but defending it and stuff. So,
yeah.
Pretty hype.
By the way, 126 viewers for the Plat Diamond. You guys are awesome, dude. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. A lot of you guys, I mean, we've held big numbers tonight, so I've been here for almost the whole night. Seriously, thank you guys so much, man. We're excited to be coming to the end of this thing here.
Yep. I hope Spooky's still in here.
That's the best
Husky.
That's the best looks like ever. I know.
I'm not
dude.
even gonna say the other ones because I love it. Man.
It was funny. I like
it.
Okay. Dude, we all like to be roasted from time to time.
GiggleBear normally, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. GiggleBear normally gets fucking roasted when people tell him he looks like someone. So that's probably one of the cooler ones he's ever gotten, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me throw up the scoreboard and we will. Oh shit. You had one job, Turd Zergler. You're fired.
Oh, Carter with the joke, dude.
Confed, more like cone-fed. Got him. All right. Speaking of which, our red Zerg player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, currently up 1 point in this best of 3 from Confed. It is Pinecone. Oh my god, it did it again. Get your introduction done, dude.
All right, and his opponent in the top right of Sequencer, the Teal Terran from Rival Gaming. It is MLT.
Oh shit. You can go all the way around the back now because it's broken. If you zoom again, I can see what the back of a CC looks like, dude. Yeah, so you'll have to wait 90 seconds to see it in the preview, but wait till you see this shit, dude. Like,
dude, you know what? In 6 months, we're gonna see on Reddit. Oh my god, Tasteless and Artosis just found out how to get to the back of a CC. No, guys, when you see that post, you shut it down.
Shut it down.
Sheila the Shark is our shit, dude, and people are just now finding it, and they're like, guys, I found the sharks on Abyssal. Nah, son, we found those 4 months ago.
Seriously, dude, that shit had
I'm
me
not
fucking
sour
heated.
about it, though, I promise.
I promise I'm not salty. All right, so Pinecone this time around is going for a completely different build, which is really weird too, because given this map, I thought this is the map you do the 3 hatch before pull on, not the other one, you know, like, I don't know, that's weird to me.
Yeah. Spooky saying, can we hear you do the Husky StarCraft intro? I don't know that anybody wants that from me. I'm going to be honest with you. I remember it, I think. I just remember him yelling Bronze League Heroes and then H to the Husky. There's a voice that goes along with it, I guess. It's a bummer, man. I wish that guy had still stuck around.
I remember.
You don't remember?
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember, dude.
Don't lie.
I never watched him. I got nothing.
Nah, some people was Day 9, some people's DJ Wheat. You know what I'm saying? The Husky was mine, dude. Like, just the doesn't matter if it was Legacy of the Void, Wings Liberty, whatever. Whoever got you into StarCraft, you know.
I don't want to say mine, dude.
Who is yours?
Life.
Life? Well, dude, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like, I don't know.
But his
Obviously, the
aggression,
dude
like, you
fucked
know
up,
how I
but-
play. His aggression
Yeah.
was all, like, dude, I loved him. His aggression was insane. But I'm not one of those people that's like, man, if he came back, I'd SSD. Like, nah, dude, he messed up. Like, that's where it ended for me. But he did get me into StarCraft for what it's worth.
He was really good, man. I remember watching it, too. It's just lights out. Just
Yeah.
fucking working people.
That aggression, man, just, you know, ridiculous. So, speaking of aggression, though, this Reaper coming in, finding 3 roaches, it actually gets away with 12 health. What do you think of the roach play on one of the longest maps in the map pool? Like, I'm not questioning it. I'm just simply asking here.
I don't know, man. I don't, initially, I don't like it because it takes so long. I mean, roaches are pretty slow in general, and it's a long map, so they take longer to get over there. But there could be that mental aspect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Pinecone watched a couple of MLT's games, and he knows, hey, this guy goes 2-on-1 every single time.
Gotta
This
get
Ravager 3 roach all in can definitely punish a 2-on-1.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe that's the only reason he's sending him over there, is to morph him into Ravagers, and then he's just going to Link Flood behind that. But he needs something to pop the... Oh, as I say that, it's completely negated, so my bad, guys. Weird choice of decision. He's actually going to go here, push in through the ramp. Yeah, that was gigantic, I feel, man. 3 roaches. 3 roach hit squad, man.
I know, right? This does a good amount of damage, dude. It will just shred single Marines here.
Yeah,
Like,
so the Cyclone was money, though.
yeah,
That was huge.
goodbye, roaches.
And he gets a complete scout off, too. Like, we kind of figured it was going to be a 2-on-1, but now he knows with certainty that it's going to be a bit of a repeat here. So that was pretty huge.
All the fun, like, things we're coming up with for Pinecone right now.
I know. I want to show MLT some love, too, though, man. Like, he's a finalist, too. I just love Pinecone, man. He sponsors the content.
Oh, dude, I feel like I've been raving about, as a Terran player, I've been raving about MLT all night, man.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the
true.
first-
Dude put
this is
on a
the first-
clinic of 2-on-1.
Yeah. This is the first we've casted a Pinecone tonight. This is the second we've casted MLT. So I think we showed him some love. It's not,
okay.
like I said, as a Terran player, and Pinecone beat me on ladder the other day, so fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't like him either, man. He makes me look like shit.
That's funny. He's so good. For anybody
Yeah.
who doesn't know, Pinecone is a fantastic Zerg, man. MLT, though, we'll have to
Pretty
see. He
monster
needs to figure out a way to tie up the series, though. Like we said, we don't think that you're going to change anything. Maybe make some adjustments, your upgrades, maybe about how much production you have or something like that. You got to figure out a way to stop Pinecone. This third base is okay. I mean, this is just natural Zerg things. You got to stop Pinecone from getting up on a 4th or a 5th base, though.
I think, well, and this is obviously from a Zerg player, but maybe earlier tanks. Like, am I too bold in saying that? Like, I don't know. I feel like even a couple.
Sorry, you're going to need to say that one more time. I was too busy looking at all the stupid cone puns. Like,
oh, yeah, that's so cool.
they make
I'm
me
loving
so
it
happy.
as well. Cone fed. Like, that one's pretty hype, dude. But maybe earlier tanks. Like, am I wrong in saying that? I feel like they really would have helped last game. But that's coming from an observer who watched the whole thing go down. But you were saying he needed to add a little bit to his comp. I feel like that could be it right there. Just like 1 or 2 even, man. So
Yeah.
that's all.
And they can be extremely helpful too. In even if you want Ling, or even if you're fighting against Lingbane Muta and you want Widow Mines to splash those Lingbanes.
Yeah.
1 or 2 tanks sitting behind these eBays, holding this wall can make it just so safe. I love this Cyclone edition moving on.
Go MLT, I changed my mind. You don't suck the PP. All right, man. We've had a change of heart. We're out here changing people's hearts on the Nydus. I love it.
We get another follow that's like MLT doesn't suck.
Yeah, he actually does not love people. No. So he's gonna load up here and try to get a little bit of a drop done. He unloaded to get an overseer, so he could kind of juke which way he was coming in, but it will be over here into this third. Pinecone has roach, lings, and a couple of queens, but because the creep spread isn't over there, it might be able to find pretty good damage right here.
Yeah, well,
Let's find out.
There's a Cyclone with this army, which I just think is the most interesting thing. Like, the 2-on-1's cool because you can add a Widow Mine to it, you can add 2 more Marines to it, or you can add this neat little Cyclone.
Yeah.
Oh, picks up. Dude gets everything except for 1 Marine, so very nice. He's going to transfer up here.
Oh, into the
Continue
queens,
to be
though.
annoying.
He had a bunch of queens just waiting for him, trying to work his medevac. He actually gets the medevac down, starts working on the second one, and now MLT is in a bit of a rough position. There's no way he's going to be able to evac these Marines, and they all start to fall. Damn. That was very well handled from Pinecone. I don't think MLT's out of it, though. He has his 4th already up and... well, not up and running, but it's down. So he lost a lot of units, but he can hang in here. He just needs to get that economy up and rolling, so...
Yeah. Yep, this third base is coming over. And, I mean, this is pretty standard stuff, man. you know, Terran, you want your third base as early as possible, but we're looking at no drones on Zerg's third and a fourth base coming down from Zerg as well. So Terran, even though they're just now setting up this third base, definitely not too far behind as far as eco.
Because the fourth is already up too. The fourth is just sitting there. It'll head out here somewhere too. So I think as long as he can delay the attack from Pinecone, he should be okay here. Even though he just lost, you know, a pretty significant amount of forces on the drop. So can't atone the cone. You guys are fucking ridiculous, dude. I know.
You, this is pretty sweet. Like.
That's funny, man. Okay, so let's figure out where the transitions are going to be. He's starting to add tanks to his comp. Still just extremely bio-heavy. And upgrades. This fucking UI, I can never check the upgrades. Let me see. 1-1 to 1-1. Okay, so we're tied up for upgrades.
If you, just out of curiosity, is that G? Are you using the same hotkeys that I would use?
Oh,
to, like,
shit. I'm an asshole, dude.
What?
Way to embarrass me.
The only reason is because I wouldn't have known. I can literally.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah.
And then a G, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like,
I didn't even know that was the fucking
hotkey. Another one too, because I can tell you it. Like,
all right. I'm an asshole, guys. I can't believe we just did that live, but whatever. No secrets here on the Nydus, dude.
I feel bad. I tried to help you out and I accidentally threw you under the bus.
No, it's okay. I was fucking selecting units because if you select units, it'll show you their upgrades too. But I never knew the hotkey because the other fucking UI, you don't need the hotkey. It's on the screen 100% of the time. So in my defense, the reason I don't know the hotkey is because I've never needed it. So it makes me look a little less like a jackass.
Do you still hate this one or is it growing?
Wait, what's that?
Do you still hate this UI or is it growing?
Well, now that I know how to find upgrades, we're fucking good, Giggle. That's all I needed, dude. Where were you like an hour? No, I'm kidding. But
that's fair.
We're good.
Here.
We're good.
I was chilling, doing the tournament with you.
All right, so let's get serious for a second. An insane amount of Marauders coming out, man. That seems to be the really huge change up here in his bio forces. That instead of going extremely Marine heavy, he's going extremely Marauder heavy, and he's also getting out a couple tanks as well. Plus those upgrades, man. Starting to crank out those upgrades. So I don't think all is lost, man.
I don't think so either, man. This is a nice adjustment. We're seeing a very similar style of play, but you know, kind of technically different in the complexity of the army, man. The tanks should help him. The extra Marauders, just like you said, should help him. You know, even I'd like to see the addition once we get enough medevacs here of Liberators.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's gonna force those every time those Ravagers come forward to bile, and it takes a second. Even if you have rapid fire, they need to launch it. You know, those are shots that they could be taking from Liberators.
Here's the huge variation that I see this time around too, right? Is the lurker play. Like I don't think we saw that in the last game. Maybe he had it down and he just wasn't making any, but he's definitely headed towards lurkers this time around, and he's starting to get that infestor upgrade as well. So I don't know. I feel like MLT needs to hit before the infestors, and he might be able to find a lot of damage here. He dropped up into the fourth of Pinecone and took out 4 drones. Oh, he lost a medevac though. Fuck, the second one goes down for him. That's a bit unfortunate. Man.
Oh, man. We've started an awful pun train.
He's about to go to Coney Island. All right, you're losing. You're losing him. No, I'm kidding, guys.
All right, man. So MLT posturing around the map, trying to clear up some of this creep. By the way, fantastic creep spread from Pinecone for the second game in a row.
Yeah.
MLT, you can tell it's making him cautious, man. He's got a big old army, but he doesn't know exactly where to take the engage at.
Yeah, when you start pushing across the map, it gets halfway and you're already on creep. Like, you got to start, you know, second guessing how you're going to attack into this because the opponent knows everything you're doing. So I would agree that this is definitely his saving grace, and you can tell that he's a bit flustered of, you know, what the hell to do. And there's so many choke points all over this map. You really got to be careful about how you engage into this. So I feel like that Pili Pili versus Panda Bear Me game kind of showed us that. There were some really choky engagements on this map. So
for sure, man. Looks like lurkers are actually on their way. So MLT, he's going to come up in here and siege the tank. So this is the engage that he wants to take. Good spread out of him. I think he's actually going to be okay here, dude. Oh, a little bit of a miss him there.
Oh, yeah. Forward into
man.
The lurkers. Unfortunately, they got off a lot of really good volleys there. Took out a lot of the bio, so he may be able to stabilize behind this, but I'd agree there that he dove and it was a bit of a miss, Micro. Now he has to deal with fungals, so there was just enough time for, you know, for the fungals to come out. So
yeah, that I think honestly, if he hadn't have, you know, there was a little bit of a misclick that made him move forward there. If he had taken that fight without doing that, I think he would have taken that pretty significantly because look at what Pinecone's got right now. I mean, imagine a little bit more bio, like. But yeah, that's fair.
Be like, you guys have to rewind because we want to see what happens here.
Dude, MLT could totally win this. Like,
yeah, I'm not trying to say that
he just needs to make sure not to take some bad fungals. Okay, he's gonna back up now. I think this is smart to find a better engage. That that medi goes down, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, so he's just trying to back up and wait for his upgrades, but Pinecone's okay with that because he's waiting for Burrow for these infestors. So I think either player is definitely all right with just kind of slowing the roll and setting up for this inning engagement here. The one thing that I do want to point out, though, is that 3-3 is going to hit for Terran before 3-3 hits for Zerk. So we've kind of seen earlier in the night how that can swing. MLT was the person who showed us that, so I mean, we need to keep an eye on that.
Dude, I literally just said Terran could totally win this. Like, I truly believe that Terran could win this, and I am like, I am rooting for MLT. Oh,
the fungals.
Oh, God.
So the first one comes down, lands pretty well.
All right, and then lock a second one down, though. So the bio is continuing to rip through this. Eventually, you know, gets worn down.
All right, maybe we get a game number 3, man. I'm starting to like your guy more and more in this race, dude.
By the way, should we make a... I think we need a cone zone emote.
Yes. He said if he loses this, is he deconed? Fucking love you guys, man.
Oh.
Like, it's getting too cheesy for me, and I love it. Like, all right,
man.
So now there's too many tanks.
Some neurals on the tanks. Just come in there with, like, because he's got the number of infestors for it. Just grab up all those tanks and start wailing on the bio. Like, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, both players being extremely patient here, not wanting to throw the fight. Oh, he actually burrowed a infestor just to bait him out, or at least that's kind of what it looked like. Maybe I'm just reading too much into the situation. Whips a fungal there. It could have found a lot more damage there. He's actually going to take this fight too, trying to bio into this fungal. Almost fine.
Should be alright.
The first tank comes down, but there's still a lot back there.
Yep. So it looks like Zerg will actually crash through this here. The rest of the bio is looking to meet up, but there aren't any medevacs in the sky, I don't believe. So not going to be able to stim or do anything like that. It looks like Pinecone smells blood in the water, and he is gathering his troops to go attack.
Yeah, but 3-3 is going to be finished by the time he gets over there. I'm still not rolling MLT out, man. I mean, the supply tells 200 to 133, so he needs to be extremely careful in how he chooses to fight this, but he still has that upgrade advantage, or at least will in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he needs... Okay, so he has these 2 medevacs, but he really needs, like, some medevacs so he can be taking stims and stuff like that. Like, all right, Pinecone. Now is not the time to be patient, man. You need to go kill him.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this engagement goes, man. He needs to be careful not to dive into these tanks, too, especially once that 3-3 finishes up. But we'll see, man. At least MLT knows that he needs to get this base up and out of here, so...
That base getting pushed back for now. Bio up on the high ground. Wow, there's two CCs that are flying right now.
This was what I was talking about earlier, though. Like, this map is so choky. It gets really, really awkward when you try to engage in this. So we kind of saw it earlier in our show match, and this is no different this time around. Oh, the fungal was pretty good this time around.
Up and down, taking out a full medevac. As I said, every single one of those medevacs is so important. There should be a big fungal off the back of this, too, as I imagine Pinecone's going to take this fight. And with that, likely take the series, man. We'll have to see, though, as the game is not over just yet. MLT hanging on.
Yeah, the supply is starting to drop rather rapidly there for MLT, though, as now Pinecone has the supply there. For a while, he was trailing behind, but with that fungal bio combo, he was able to save the day. There are a couple tanks here in between him and a victory screen, but it definitely looks like he might be able to do this here, man. That fungal bio combo was a bit too strong. MLT isn't out of it, though, just yet. At least he has that defensive tank up and running and his defensive reinforcements, but, man, Pinecone just took out a lot of Terran army.
Yep. Absolutely, dude. So these Hydras will eventually be cleaned up as MLT is just fighting to the death here. But bank and base count for Pinecone is insanity, dude.
Yeah, his macro is intense. I mean, he's almost like Carter in the aspect of where even when he's doing all this aggression and taking good fights, behind it he's just continually hammering down his macro. So I think that's part of the reason that makes these guys such good players, is the fact that they can just, you know, stay up with the pressure and do all the things that they're supposed to do back at home. So...
Yep.
Jesus. A lot of confed coming in. Nice to see you guys supporting your teammates. We got a lot of MLT fans in here too, though, so not all is lost. And he sure as hell made a fan of Giggle, so...
Yeah,
that's worth at least about 12 viewers. No.
He's got a crisp execution of the 2-1-1. I think that is awesome, man. And as we said, the very last... you know, time that we did a Nydus Platinum Diamond tournament, MLT made the finals.
Yeah.
So we know this is his second deep finals run, man.
Yeah, dude's been a huge supporter of the Nydus. He always retweets our shit and like puts our signups on his own Twitter, trying to get his friends to sign up. And I you know, I have nothing but absolute great things to say about the man. And his gameplay's pretty strong too, so that, you know, that helps out a lot.
One thing, unfortunately, not great that I can say about him is that he is likely to die in a second here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a numbers game. There could be a really, really poor engage that Pinecone takes, but as long as Pinecone goes slow and steady, wins the race, he should come out on top here. I mean, look at the bases, look at the creep spread. It's just setting himself up throughout the game to be in this position.
Yep, and there are a lot of tanks though, so he does have that going for him. It's all going to come down to how they are seized, and there's not really that fungal bio combo that was available the last time around. He lost a lot of those units, so, you know, we're going old school, Giggle.
We're going to be careful not to get, you know, trapped in here, like kind of sandwiched with these tanks or something like that.
Yeah. Alright, so he seizes up the tanks and he's going to try to fight this off. Pinecone isn't having any of it though, and just chooses instead to go start working on the base. He should be able to get up in here to this third and make quick work of it, as well as start working on the production too. So as you said, MLT just kind of got caught off position there.
Yep.
Now he has to fight his way into his own base, you know, so...
MLT, hang in there, buddy. Come on. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, man.
Nah, unfortunately, it's a look at the supply moment. I know we've kind of overused the shit out of that meme tonight, but it's 198 to 122, and this is a game of numbers. So, oh, the one thing he has going for him, though, is look at those tanks. That is a lot of tanks. A lot of tanks.
Oh, man. So the Bio's going to come up now, fight the Hydras. I mean, the Hydras eventually will be cleaned up if they just don't take on Bio all that great, but, you know, the trades, the Pinecone just wants to trade out as many units from Terran as possible.
Yep, absolutely, man. So we just broke the camera again. My bad. I was trying to get fancy for you guys. Feeling a little froggy, so... Miss Scoozy, here we go. I unfucked it. But yeah, no, so he cleaned up all of that damage, but, you know, it's just a macro game at this point. Look at the bank. 5,000 minerals. You could almost just hold down the Z key at this point and just rally them to all the different naturals and try to get them all down. So I don't know. I could never get it done, but he might be able to.
Dude, guys, 130 viewers in the finals of the Plat Diamond tournament. This is definitely a record for the Plat Diamond tournament. Yeah. DreamHack was a little skewed. Obviously, we killed some viewers that time, but seriously, thank you guys so much for tuning out. For, you know, obviously GM players is great, but, like, you know, helping out your Platinum Diamond buddies, dude. Like, I think that's awesome turnout for this event. Thank you guys so much, man.
Pretty
awesome.
Here
we go. Hydra's coming in here now, possibly the last fight. I feel like we've been saying that for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, seriously.
Tanks get siege though, dude.
Oh man, so yeah, as you say, there are a ridiculous amount of siege tanks here. I'm starting to work down on these Hydra forces, but there's just too much DPS here. These Hydras are back here machine gunning. You got to fungal down as well. So yeah, it is now 180 supply to 87. I'm really starting to like Pinecone's position, as if it wasn't, you know, good enough to begin with. So
that I don't know. It's gonna go down as shit, it's at 12.
Repair it! Repair it!
Burn it!
Got an SC.
There it goes, dude.
Okay. That's alright, man. Alright, so what do you do if you're MLT? Just rely on them siege tanks and try to get these economies rolling over here? I mean, he does have 2 more bases up and running, but and a ridiculous gas bank too. Holy shit, I just noticed his gas bank.
Yeah, they like need to trade. Like they need to like swap each other's resources. Like, yo, I'll give you 1,000 gas for 2,000 minerals, dude.
We'll meet in the middle. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is the tank count's good, and they allow him to take decent fights. But Hydra's, like, building 100% Hydra and not Roach is what you want in this situation, because they can just take, they don't take the damage that Roaches take, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. They are just destroying this too in terms of DPS.
They just walk into this, you know, like, it's kind of a bummer.
Yep. Super Dude disagrees, though, however, and says that he's making too many Hydras. All right, well, there's a counterpoint. We'll have to see, man.
I mean, being up economically allows him to kind of take these fights. But yeah, you can see it when he's fighting Hydra versus Bio, that it's,
yeah, well, that's kind of the upgrade thing, too, right? Like, oh, no, never mind. We're all tied up now. GG is called. Pinecone will take the Nydus number 23, man. Very well played to MLT. That's his back-to-back finals, so he is definitely no slouch. It was great to see him come out and